Forever. Dog.
Hello to all the listeners out there in the world today. Welcome back to the program where we talk about things and get down to the bottom of what it's all about. Today we have two guests, and they're here to talk about their new podcast. And they are Patty Harrison and Lorelai Ramirez.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
So happy to be here.
Very happy to be here.
Very happy to have both of you here.
Ike, right?
Yeah, that is my name.
Ike,
So-
it is such a pleasure to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you.
I love your podcast.
We've been listening for a while together. Sometimes if we carpool, we'll listen to it on the ride.
Yeah.
Really?
And
Yeah.
we laugh and laugh and laugh. I don't know if that's your intention, but we laugh.
We laugh a lot. It's so funny, but also there's a ton of stuff in there that I'm just like, I never thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an intentionally humorous podcast.
You are
but-
so funny.
You're so
You are
funny.
so funny.
Well, I thank you. However, I appreciate the positive response, but it is not a humorous podcast.
Oh my gosh, you should have seen what Lorelai did today. When we were we carpooled together here, and she knows I'm someone who am a horrible driver. I can't focus if someone's talking to me. She's talking to me something about that happened to her yesterday. And
no, I was
like,
saying I'm half of my body's outside of the car because I'm so I'm huge. Ike,
Yeah.
what do you think about the way that I look?
What do
What do you think about
Ike,
it?
this is a trap. This is really is a trap. You
Oh,
can't.
Patty, come on.
Hey,
What do you think?
What do I think you look?
1 to 10.
Well, I don't really believe in rating people on a scale like
I
that.
think you're a 4.
I think, you know what? I'll take it.
So why don't I ask about your podcast? It's called Woman's Smile. Am I?
Yes.
Yes, we do have our podcast,
Mhm.
and it's kind of picking up. It's really nice. We didn't expect it would get this kind of attention, which is
Yeah.
very cool.
And I love all the kind of big words. I'm a very dumb person, you know. So I love
girl, you got to be nice to yourself.
Okay. I went to
Okay.
Harvard. I went to Harvard, but only for 1 year. And they, let's say my parents had to do something with that.
Your parents had something to do with you going to Harvard for a year?
I'll tell you right now, I went to school for 4 years, and it was the slowest 4 years of my life. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I think sophomore year, I had mentally checked out and was like, let's get the show on the road. I think I know what's going on. Of course, I didn't know what was going on. I was so naive.
Did you study something related to the podcast?
No, I just studied business management, and then I had a minor in theater, and then that hasn't really paid off.
Mm.
But the business part of it has. So I'm very fortunate in that way. It's, the degree where I met my husband.
Your husband, I know the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
And I have never had sex,
Noted.
but I would love to.
Okay. How do
Gotta
you
stop.
No, I can help myself.
the
Put a man in the room and wild.
The
I'm
podcast
Yes.
has
Yes.
been described as an alt podcast in Vulture, and I'm curious. I personally have not come across that term before. What would you say makes your podcast an alt podcast?
I think it's alternative in that it's about women, and people aren't ready to hear
Exactly.
about women. A lot of
Yes.
podcast worlds are these types that are just these men talking about snoozy stuff that I'm just like, what are you
Stop the
talking
stamping.
about?
It's actually hurting my. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Pat.
Did you call me Pat?
Patty.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
He called me Pat. I haven't been called Pat. The only person that's ever called
I
me
am
Pat was my dad.
I'm sorry, but that is
Because he refused to call me Patty.
sorry. That is funny.
Not even sure if I may have been. I'll have to listen back.
I'm sorry, but that is funny.
My dad would not accept me as a woman.
Uh-huh.
And that, he's dead, but I don't think if he were here, he would. It was hard enough to shut up. I'm not making a joke. But back to what I was saying, there are not enough women in podcasts.
Exactly, which is why we're doing this and why we're spreading the word. And, I think there's only one type of woman that people want to hear. And I think it's this woke woman. It's this woman that plays by the rules. And something that me and Patty don't do is that we don't play by the rules. And in that way, it may be alternative, but I don't know what all the other big words mean.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that we just say what we want to say without being cautious.
No, I'm thoughtful. And I do play by the rules a bit. And I think that's okay.
I am not.
I'm not. I kind of disagree with you there.
Okay, then I'm disagreeing with you too.
Okay.
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 Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
So
Agree.
the two of you as hosts are not entirely on the same page
Absolutely
about the project
not.
that you've embarked upon.
Is there any more
Lorelai.
questions you want to ask us? Or
Lorelai.
yes.
What was it? Oh, matcha tea. Lorelai has been trying to get me to try matcha tea for a long time. And I'm not. It's just look weird. It's like green and like cloudy.
Wait, so just to for myself, maybe I feel that I have not set up this interview in the best possible way. So what I did want to just before we go on. Sorry, what's there's a sound.
I want to tell you something right now, and I want to tell you that we play by our own rules. So whatever questions you're going to ask, I hope that they are carefully thought out.
I tend to think about the questions that I want to ask.
I think it's in your best interest that maybe we keep it light today. Maybe we have some fun. We have some banter.
I think that would be really cool.
I haven't asked any particularly difficult questions.
And whatever you can do to make us sound really good would be great. Maybe
That's
even
also-
editing out some of the things that we said before.
Okay. Well, this sounds a little. We could have discussed this earlier. I think we could have discussed this earlier. Of course, you're my guest, and I want to make you feel.
Ask us something fun.
Ask us something fun. We just want to have fun. We don't want to get into anything political.
Well,
Everything's political nowadays. I mean, all of TV, all of radio, all of everything. And I just want to stop that. I just want to have a good time, girly fun.
Yeah. So going back to I want you to be. Want you to have a good experience. But I am curious about this podcast that you've started.
Yeah,
and I would love
absolutely.
to.
We love talking about it.
So how did you come to start a podcast where you both seem to have differing views about what the podcast is trying to achieve?
Well, we're friends.
We're friends.
We're long friends.
How long have you been friends, and where did you meet? Is there a story there?
I actually think it's time for a commercial break. Babe, I'm hot and in the mood. Me too. Got protection? I don't want to use protection. Sorry, babe, but safe sex is the best sex. I'm out of here. Oh no, she killed herself. Did your girlfriend kill herself because you wouldn't have unprotected sex with her? You're not alone. This is a new thing that women do and they keep doing it over and over again. But don't worry, there's help. Zyrtec is an amazing new medication that keeps your allergy symptoms under control so that you won't be itching your eyes or sneezing when your girlfriend fucking shoots herself because you won't enter her without a condom, you pussy, and stores July 18th.
That was great. I love that. How did you get that on?
I'm not sure where that's from.
let's be real. Old people suck ass and nobody wants to say anything about it. Go to www.oldpeoplesuckass.com and join a thread and start shit-talking all the old people you know because they shouldn't be protected during 2018. Let's do it. Let's come together for a good reason. Shitting on old people.
I just want to say for listeners who are listening, I don't know why those ads. I have not contacted anyone from these companies to support the show.
And we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Not sure who.
All my favorite videos in one place. All my favorite videos in one place. YouTube, 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 YouTube. Visit youtube.com.
Well, that was also another unauthorized. I'm not sure.
Is your baby shitting all over the place and you can't get it to stop, girlfriend? Well, girlfriend, you gotta do something about it because if you don't, something's gonna explode, bitch. Maybe you've gotta change yourself. Go to www.changeyourself.com and there you can enter your baby in a raffle to win a giant baby hat, and that baby hat will cover the whole baby's body, and maybe one day you'll get the rest you need, girlfriend. Goodbye.
So I would like to just say it appears our guest.
Sorry.
Guest.
Sorry about that.
Well, that's
Lorelai,
okay.
cool it.
Sorry.
Cool
That's
it.
Sorry.
okay. That's we can clean that up. And
Can I ask you something?
what's your question?
Are you smart about the things that you say, or do you just throw them away?
Am I smart about the things I say, or do I just throw them away? I'm not sure if the question is relevant to anything I've said so far. I would like to discuss the sound of children playing and laughing. So I understand. Just to go back to.
Ike,
We have water.
Ike, ask me something fun. Ask me something about food. I know a lot about food.
Do you discuss food on your? Are you? Okay. All right.
Oh no.
Okay, Lorelai.
Oh, Lorelai
hope
has to.
Okay.
Oh, Lorelai.
Okay.
Oh, Lorelai. Oh my gosh, Ike, I'm so sorry.
There's no apology necessary. It's like a
This
very
is bad.
human issue, problem, and I hope she's okay. Do you feel is this how do you get through your podcast? Is this indicative of the dynamic that you two share when you're hosting your own?
Wow. The first good fucking question you asked all day. You brought us here
Yes, I did.
to your little shit crumb podcast, and we played your little games.
Well, there's.
Did you
No.
know I'm a feminist? Do you know my girl gang? We're all above 5'9". We're all 115 pounds or below. We're all Aryan. And did you know that I have a fucking Webby for my work?
A Webby.
I have a Webby.
That's an award given to
For excellence.
Mm,
For artistic excellence in the online community. I won that because I wrote a feminist song that went viral.
a viral feminist song.
Yeah.
Was that before or after you started the podcast with Lorelai?
It was before.
Before?
It was before, yeah. And then we met at an event after that.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why, yeah, it was really great. It was a great time.
So you met at an event after that song was released.
Why are you pushing this so fucking hard?
I would just.
What do you want to know? What's your game?
Really curious about your work and would like to introduce our listeners to what you do.
You want to kiss me, don't you?
I have not expressed.
Fucking pervert.
I knew
Eddie.
you wanted to kiss her
Oh, she's back.
from the minute we got here.
From the minute you got here, you thought.
But why won't you kiss me? Why won't anybody kiss me?
Would like to clarify that I've not expressed any interest.
Why not?
Because I'm interviewing you for the purposes of learning more about your work. That is the reason.
You want to
And,
learn something about me?
I would like to, yes. I don't know why the music.
I can drop into the splits in a heartbeat.
That
I
is-
can
Mhm.
I can do the splits sideways and forward ways. I'm a 36 double D and I weigh 110 pounds and I'm 5'11". And my hair is past my shoulders blade. It's almost mid back. My hair's thick. It's really thick and it's blonde. It's blonde, but it turns brown at the top.
I have my doubts about whether that is true.
Want to see me do a back bend, bitch? Do you like that? You see me in a back bend?
Yes, I see that you are in a back bend.
Sorry.
And that's okay. We can.
Sorry, your trophy's dropped.
Well, you know.
Sorry, I dropped another trophy.
That's. If
Sorry
you could
about
just
that.
take a seat in the chair, and
Do you ever think about your children and where they are?
well, fortunately, I don't think I have any children. Last I checked,
And
and
who's this?
Dad? Dad, don't let them hurt me.
I don't know whose child you are.
Dad! Dad!
And if you
please,
can,
Dad,
all right, okay.
Dad, they hurt Mason! They hurt Mason!
if-
Dad, they're gonna choke me! No! No! Mason! No!
Oh, look, like it's time for music.
Do you like music, Ike?
Do you like it?
Is it time for music?
Only if you want it to be.
I think I would like some music. Why don't we discuss your podcast to some music?
Okay.
Great.
So I think A Woman's Smile is about empowering all different types of women. Not only women that kind of speak carefully, but
Mhm.
women that speak a little bit more in a rough manner.
And why, what draws you to thinking about women in this way, women who speak,
In a rough way, Lisa Lampanelli and Kathy Griffin. A lot of female comedians out there who kind of play the boys' game, play by the boys' rules.
so you want to create a space for people who play by the boys'
La la
But
la la
not
la
too many.
la la la.
Not too many. If you get too many women in there, then it's like it gets diluted.
Yes.
You wanna elevate the voices who are the strongest and the loudest. You know, voices who have when the voices are loud, they have something to say.
Yeah, even if
And
they're
I've always
wrong.
agreed, huh?
Even if they're wrong.
Let's give space in the platforms for voices that are wrong sometimes. No
Yeah.
one's right all the time.
Especially women's voices, cis women,
yes,
Cis
that-
women's
You can just
voices.
say women.
So
cis women.
do you feel that your podcast, it's my understanding that at least, with this program, part of the reason we had you here is because, yes,
Keep going. See how far that gets you.
Okay, I will. And
And I hope your listeners
I want
know.
to show you something.
yes, what would you like to show me?
See this? See my breasts?
Yes. Mhm.
You see that little scar in between them?
Patty, you're gonna give me an orgasm.
Shut up, bitch. I'm putting my shirt down. Don't be gross. I'm putting my shirt down. Okay, I'm not going to finish the story because she had to be gross. She's always so gross. Anytime I try and like tell a story about my scar between my tits, she gets all horny and I have to put my shirt back down.
Sometimes.
I'm sorry.
How
I
know,
I'll have
old
to
is
finish
that?
it
How
another
I
old
think
time.
for
is the
somebody like me, it's
pod?
okay to get horny once in a while, horny once in a while.
How many episodes of the podcast have you actually filmed? Sorry, I'm losing my. How many podcasts have you recorded?
We've recorded around 12 or 13 episodes so far.
Thank you. Yes.
And
What has the progression been like? Do you feel like you're hitting some kind of a stride, or
I think so.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, for the most part, I think when we're really calming down and really thinking about it, I agree with everything people have written. We do want to, we want to empower people to speak.
Yeah, and we want to create something that is more than face value. We want something that is elevating, that is complex, that challenges you
Right,
to
yes.
look a little deeper
Mhm.
and
To not-
ultimately.
Oh,
What were you gonna say?
No, after you.
Please, after you.
I was gonna say something stupid. I was gonna say not judge a book by its cover
Mm.
because our
It's not stupid.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. But it's basically like, you know, the podcast looks like it's by two white women, but it's not.
When you say that, it looks like it's by two.
Well, I just purposely designed it so it can look that way, so we can have more viewers.
I see.
So it's kind of like having people look a little bit further and ask about who's talking. Why can they say that? Why are they allowed to say these things?
Is it possible for you to talk without the music?
What music?
The
Okay, so
I mean, we were opening
why would
up.
you talk to her like that?
I don't understand what I was doing.
I
was
don't
opening
understand
up.
what I was doing as well.
You
I
look
just
so fucking tired. Did you get any sleep last night, you fucking bitch? I'm really sorry. That just came out. I talk
Well-
on top of my head sometimes, you fucking bitch. Get some sleep.
Patty, please
Well-
calm down.
Oh my gosh. I want to get my tits out again.
that's okay.
If
don't
you
need
do,
to
you know
that
I'm gonna
here.
get horny.
Don't you fucking come. I can never finish the story about the scar between my tits because
I'm
every time I show
coming.
someone. Oh, you're
Hey, I'm not sure if you understand what the okay. There's no.
Every
this is
time I cut my shit.
necessary.
Let me ask you a question, Ike. Do you
Yes.
believe the future is female?
I believe that I am meant to be asking you questions about your program, and I would like to do that.
Program.
Yes, that's the exact word.
I've had
I just
enough of
said.
this.
I don't think that I have done anything to.
Wait a sec. We got to
offensive.
cut to another commercial break.
Mm.
I watch it all the time. My favorite videos are there. You guys gotta check out YouTube. All the best videos in one place. I love to watch the compilation video of the girl. She is painting and the easel falls and all the paint goes all over her. Yes, YouTube is the only place where you can watch all the videos you want to watch in that one place where you gotta see these videos go off, hunty. Yes, Queen Slay. YouTube, not just for gay people anymore, but it once was at one time.
Yes, yeah. YouTube is not a sponsor of this show in any way, and
Ike. Hey.
what's going on?
Ike, look at me.
Look at us.
That's all right. I would
Take
like
our
to-
hand.
Ike,
Take her hand.
Take her hand. Ike,
Ike.
look.
Yes.
We're kidding.
We're kidding.
We're just
just
kidding.
kidding with you.
Kidding
We're kidding
around.
around.
We're kidding. That's what we
Oh,
do. We
kidding
kid
around.
around.
We're having
this-
fun.
So you would say that this
Dance with me.
experience is indicative of what you do with your podcast.
Shut up and
shut
just
up.
dance with
You
me.
look like you've just been attacked. You look exhausted.
Yeah, just fucking put your hands around my waist and dance with me.
I don't
my
think that's
God.
appropriate.
Okay. Oh, but you're doing it.
But you're doing
But
it.
you're doing it.
Oh.
Yes, here we are. Yep.
I'm just over here doing my own thing. It's okay.
Mhm. Great.
I can't.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, what's going
I
on?
have not been touched by a man in years.
Well, that's I have no
I-
opinion or comment on that, and thank you for
I,
sharing it.
Ike, look over here, real quick.
Patty! Patty,
Wow.
stop! This is so embarrassing.
Okay.
Ike,
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
pregnant
Great.
with your kid.
That's impossible.
And I'm
And-
happy to raise it all by myself if you could just give me some of the money.
Well,
Wait, real quick. Look over here, guys.
Patty! Patty, pull your pants up! This is so
Okay.
embarrassing.
yes.
Ike, will you marry me?
I do not have not met you before.
Because I'm fucking ugly, isn't it?
That is not the reason. We haven't met before.
Hey, Ike, why don't you take a look over here?
Ike, if you don't want anything bad to happen to you, then you gotta go right now.
All right, let's go ahead and great. Is that enough of that as well? Is that enough of? Okay.
I'm
if
sorry.
you're-
I'm coming back to the table.
Thanks for
thank
having
you.
us on.
Thanks for having us on your podcast.
Yeah.
Sure, the pleasure was all mine.
And maybe I'll see you again.
I hope that someday that may I would not welcome it,
I would love to see you again.
and I would not welcome the chance to see you again. I think I've checked out enough. So
Patty.
it's time to bring our program
Patty's
to
putting a whole plant inside herself.
a whole plant. And,
I hope
take
that's how
water.
your
Sit back down.
plant.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
You like
it's time to wrap up. I would like to thank Patty Harrison.
Also, you got our names wrong.
sorry?
I'm Patty.
And I'm Lorelai, and my name's Lorelai Ann Coulter Clinton.
And my name is Patty Bonadici Bonaverdi.
Well,
Italiano.
Bonaducci
Bonamici.
Minamici.
Thank you,
Vicky Carestina Barcelona.
I will defend our
Belladonna.
Belladonna.
Carestina Aguilera. Barcelona.
Barcelona. Go to Italy, get an Italiano, be married to him forever. Mira.
I feel
Mira
confident
vera.
saying that those two things are actually false.
Cufavado.
Yes, that is my name. That is my name. That is
Bye.
accurate. Okay, thank you.
We're thank you.
Okay.
And this was another episode of A Woman Smile. We had so much fun being interviewed.
We had a really good time being interviewed today by
Bye. Oh my god. Oh, I love you, Patty.
I love you, Lorelai.
Let's live forever.
Let's live forever.
Forever. Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on Twitter and Instagram @ForeverDogTeam and liking our page on Facebook.